Hey, what's up, Masters? Justin Curry here, founder of Masters of Home Care. And in today's video, I just want to talk to you about the 3 top client acquisition techniques in the home care industry. Now, if you're just starting out your agency, or maybe you're an active agency owner and you're struggling to bring in leads, you're struggling to bring in clients, that's your first problem you're going to run into. When you start out your agency, it's getting that traction because your brand, your name isn't known out there in the industry yet. You haven't formed those relationships. So you hear all about the staffing crisis and that it's difficult in some areas to find caregivers. You don't even have to worry about that until you get past that point. The number one thing that you want to worry about is bringing in leads and gaining that traction off the start of your agency. So the number one way is referral source partnerships. Now, this is not going to come as a surprise to anybody, but word of mouth, direct marketing, this is the number one way. If you look at the Home Care Pulse benchmarking study, there is only 2 options in the top 10. One is referral source marketing and the other is online. Online takes a little bit more time to build up that reputation. So number one is going to be that referral source marketing. So you want to be going to those networking events. You want to be likable. You want to be friendly. You want to basically form those relationships when you're going into these facilities, into these communities. Make sure that you're remembering everybody you talk to. Remember their name. Remember how many dogs they have. Remember what they're doing, where they're going on vacation for the summer. Make sure that you can answer those follow-up questions. You're going to keep all those notes in a CRM. So every time you go and visit a referral source, you go through your notes and you remember everything about them and you can ask them questions. And that touch of personalization is really, really helpful. One of the other things you want to do is use their name. Say, hello, Jill. And when you're leaving, just say, take care, Jill. Had a great time. We'll see you again soon. Just make sure that you're using their name, using their personal details when you're referral source marketing. So number 2 is going to be trainings. Now, you want to differentiate yourself in the industry by offering high-level trainings. Referral sources, especially in healthcare facilities, communities, they want to see higher level experts. They don't want to be sending their referrals, sending their residents to somebody who's unreliable and they might not be educated in all aspects of home care. You want to make sure that you're the authority. You're out there doing the trainings, doing the presentations. Maybe you specialize in dementia. Maybe you specialize in stroke. You can put some robust training courses together, and you can do this by taking certifications online or maybe just Googling online, learning everything you can about it, putting a presentation together, and ultimately delivering that presentation to different communities. Another one is CEU events, continuing education units. Now, higher level healthcare workers, nurses, social workers, things like that, all need CEUs to keep their certifications valid. This is something that you can offer. CEU events, they take a little bit. You have to get them approved, which isn't very difficult. It costs a little bit of money, but also you're going to have 10, 15, 20 social workers that you're going to be in front of at these events. Social workers historically are extremely difficult to get in front of because they're super, super busy. You don't want to be bothering them. You don't want to be running into their facility or their community and bothering them while they're trying to work, dropping off flyers. So you have to add value to them in different ways, and a CEU is a great way to do that. And the third is going to be establishing your authority. Now, this kind of goes hand in hand with the trainings portion. You want to make sure that you're the authority in your industry. When somebody has questions, they have to think, hey, I'm going to go see Justin over at X and X Home Care because he knows everything about this. They're doing trainings on it. They came into our community. They did a training. They did a CEU event on this. They're the expert. They're the authority in that industry. And you really want to establish yourself as that authority. It's going to take a little bit of time. Unfortunately, in home care, there's no instant leads you can get coming in. You can use lead sources, lead websites, but they're extremely, extremely challenging to convert. I always recommend you can start with them just to try and get 1 or 2 clients on, but ultimately your relationships are going to be where it's at. You want to make sure that you're forming those relationships, that people trust and like you. When you're going into these communities, put a smile on your face, add value, don't talk their ear off, they call it throwing up all over them. Don't do that with information. You want to just be there. You want to listen. You want to hear what they have to say, hear what their pain points are, and ultimately address that as in the easiest way possible without taking up any of their time. So ultimately, if you like this video and you want to learn a little bit more, just hit the subscribe link below and we'll see you on the next video.